Welcome back to the Bible study journey. Today, we're diving into Genesis chapter 28, a chapter that marks a profound turning point in the life of Jacob. When we meet him here, he's not a hero on a victory lap. He's a man on the run, fleeing his home in fear of his brother. Yet, it's in this lonely, desolate place that God chooses to reveal himself in a powerful way. Genesis 28 teaches us a beautiful truth. God meets us even when we feel undeserving, uncertain, or completely afraid. The chapter opens with Isaac sending Jacob away. He calls Jacob to him. And 'tis time he blesses him intentionally. He commands Jacob not to marry a Canaanite woman, but to journey to his mother Rebekah's family, to find a wife. In this moment, Isaac formally passes on the great covenant promises. The promise of fruitfulness, of nations coming from him, and the promise of the land given to Abraham. This shows us that even after all the family conflict and deception, God's covenant blessing continues. It's bigger than our failures. Meanwhile, Esau is watching all of this unfold. He sees that his father disapproves of Canaanite wives. So, in an attempt to win back favor, he goes and marries another wife. But his action isn't born from a change of heart or true obedience. It's a reaction, an external fix for an internal problem. It is a powerful reminder that outward actions without a genuine heart change do not lead us to God. Now, let's turn back to Jacob. He leaves Beersheba and heads toward Haran. As night falls, he finds himself alone in the wilderness. He takes his stone for a pillow and lies down to sleep. Can you imagine the scene? He's alone, afraid, and completely uncertain about what his future holds. He has left everything familiar behind, and it's right here, in this raw, vulnerable moment, that God chooses to speak. It reminds us that God often meets us most powerfully when everything else has been stripped away. Then comes the dream. Jacob dreams of a magnificent ladder, or perhaps a stairway, stretching from the earth all the way to heaven. Angels of God are ascending and descending on it, and standing above it is the Lord himself. God speaks directly to Jacob, making powerful, unconditional promises. He says, "I am with you. I will keep you wherever you go, and I will not leave you." He reaffirms that through Jacob and his offspring, all the families of the earth will be blessed. Jacob did absolutely nothing to earn this divine encounter. He was a flawed man on the run, but God showed up anyway. This is the essence of grace. Grace isn't earned. It's a gift given because God is faithful to his promises. Jacob awakens from his sleep, completely startled. His first words are, "Surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it." He is filled with awe and realizes that this ordinary, dusty ground has become holy ground because God was there. This teaches us that God's presence can transform any ordinary moment, any commonplace, into a sacred encounter. We just need the eyes to see it. Moved by this experience, Jacob takes the stone he used as a pillow, sets it up as a pillar, and pours oil on it. He names the place Bethel, which means house of God. He then makes a vow, saying that if God will be with him and provide for him, then the Lord will be his God. While Jacob's faith is still developing and his vow is a bit conditional, this moment marks the beginning of his transformation. An encounter with the living God always changes the direction of our lives. So, the key themes in Genesis 28 are God's incredible grace toward imperfect people, his constant presence in our loneliest moments, and his faithfulness to renew his promises for future generations. This chapter is a powerful reminder for you and for me. You are never outside of God's reach. Even when you feel like you're running, even when you're filled with uncertainty, even when you feel utterly alone, God is still with you. He meets you right where you are on your journey. Let's close with a prayer. Lord, thank you for meeting us exactly where we are. Help us to recognize your presence in our daily lives and to trust your promises, even when the road ahead is unclear and we feel afraid. Amen. Thank you for joining the Bible study journey today. If this study blessed you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need this encouragement. Next time, we'll continue with Jacob's story in Genesis chapter 29. See you then.